it is day 1 of my 8,000 steps challenge. You may be asking why just 8,000 steps. I average about 5 to 6K steps a day, and I don't want to overwhelm myself by trying to reach a very arbitrary goal like 10,000 steps when you can see the same benefits by just walking 2,000 steps more a day than you already do right now. And that is what I'm going to do. I'm actually taking some tips from the internet and trying to incorporate them in my life just to see if all of the tips that people share on the internet help when it comes to getting more steps. I also asked ChatGPT to let me know how I should break down my step goal. And one of the things that ChatGPT said was to get most of my steps in the morning. Let's see, right now it is 6:34. And I typically do a full body workout on Monday. So I'm gonna do a full body workout, and then I'm gonna try to use my walking pad and walk 20 to 30 minutes. If I can go longer, I will, but I am pretty tired. I just woke up tired, so we will see. I think that's the biggest struggle. It's like when you're tired, you're just like, I don't wanna walk. But I'm gonna try to get the most in the morning. So I'm gonna do the morning, try to get at least 5,000 steps like the first half of the morning, and then around the afternoon, like my break time after, like between work, is at 3. So then at 3 I'm gonna do a break, and then I'll walk again in the evening. So that's kind of like what ChatGPT suggested. I'll put here kind of the suggested for Monday's routine. We're gonna do that. I finished my full body workout, and I only got like 928 steps from just like that workout. But now I'm actually gonna do my cardio on my under desk, like on my walking pad. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna listen to a podcast. One of the tips was when you're walking, either listening to music or put a podcast on. And so I am going to put a podcast on. It's the podcast that I'm going to be listening to. It is 26 minutes long, so we're gonna do 26 minutes. This morning, and I did 32 minutes. So let's see in total how many steps we have so far. Okay, so far it is 7:55 a.m. and we have 4,006. It is 7:56 a.m. and so far we have 4,067 steps. So we're halfway there, which is so good. I think I could have gone another 10 minutes to do another 1,000 steps, but I'm kind of tired and I have to get my day started. I have clients today, so I typically see clients from 12 to 7, and then I have a break at 3. But one client canceled, so I have 2 hours in between all of my clients. So I'm going to use those 2 hours to get some steps in as well. So I will check in around the afternoon, around 1 or 3, to let you know how many steps I've taken, and then just like other things that I do to get steps. Because I didn't end up cleaning yesterday, so I think I'm gonna end up vacuuming, going to Target, like doing all the things that I do on Sunday, doing today, because I have that 2-hour block, and that's gonna help me get some steps for the rest of the day. So I have 2 hours before my next session. It is 1:25. We are at 6,209 steps. I need to go to Target, and then I also need to vacuum the apartment. And I also need to vacuum the home, so that's what I'm gonna do so I could get an additional amount of steps. Ideally, I wanna finish my steps for the day by, you know, no later than 8 p.m. because that's when I start my night routine. And then I got these on Amazon, so I'm gonna take this off. and I'm gonna actually put it in my ankle because I saw a lot of people do this, because sometimes the Apple Watch isn't as accurate as far as like how many steps you take for the day. And whenever I'm at the store, I'm like, you know, I'm holding onto my cart, so I'm not moving, so you're not getting any of the extra steps. You're not getting an accurate picture of your steps, so I'm going to change into this. Go to Target. Okay, so I'm at the parking lot at Target, and I decided to park a little bit farther than I usually do because I'm usually a lazy girl. Yep. And I will try to find the closest parking to the place that I need to go. But we need steps. And this is a little tip that the internet said will help us overall get us some more steps. So we are parked a little bit farther. It's not going to be the end of the world, even though it is 96 degrees in Texas. So we are melting, but we are going to get the most of our steps. So it is 5:20 and I've already reached 8,000 steps. So I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. It is the next day, Tuesday. I ended up getting a total of 9,000 steps yesterday, but this morning I literally could not wake up. I was just going so slow. I have 750 steps. It is 8:30 a.m. I usually wake up early so I could do a 30-minute walk, but I didn't. I was just so tired. It was probably because I took more steps yesterday than I typically do. And so now I'm in the office. Yeah, I'm parked in my office parking lot. I am parked at my office parking lot. I parked a little farther just so I could get a little bit more steps in, and I think I'm gonna take the stairs just to get a little bit more steps in. But I'll check in with you this afternoon just to see how many steps I got in total for just being in the office. It is 12:34. I just finished lunch and I am going to do a little 30-minute walk before I head back to the office. I have a total of 4,159 steps, and I know if I don't do a 30-minute walk this afternoon, I am not going to reach my steps. And I also don't want to do my steps like late at night. I'm going to walk on my walking pad. I'm hoping I don't sweat because I'm just going to do like a very light pace walk because then I have to go back to work. So yeah, let's do this. Okay, so it is 5:49 and I'm done with work. I've gotten 8,121 steps, so we reached our goal for the day. Honestly, this makes me feel like 10,000 is not so much of a stretch to do in a day, but I think it's just, I don't know if it's just like I've been trying a lot of new things, like parking farther, taking the stairs, things like that, but 8,121, and I'm actually outside of a yoga studio because I saw this on ClassPass. They have a deep stretch class, so I'm gonna do the deep stretch class. It's an hour class, literally just focusing on stretching, and that's what I'm gonna do because these legs are not used to 8,000 steps. They're used to 6,000, and I just want to make sure that I'm not like stressing my legs too much out, and that I'm actually stretching them and helping them recover. Good morning. It is day 3, a Wednesday, and typically Wednesdays are my day off. So I attempted to wake up early so I could do my full body workout and then 30 minutes of walking after, but I just couldn't. I just think I was just so tired. My body is just getting used to walking more. I'm glad that I did the deep stretch yesterday because that really helped me recover, but like I felt like I slept but my body wasn't resting. So like my mind was asleep and my body was just like not resting. So I think I'm going to do today my workout in the afternoon, see how I feel. But so far as steps goes, we have, it's 8:08 a.m. and we have 466 steps. So I'm definitely gonna just try to take it easy. If I can't do my full body workout, I'm just gonna try to walk around the neighborhood. I'm actually at a coffee shop right now to sit down and relax for a little bit, and then probably get most of my steps in the afternoon, which is typically not what I do because I want to get them done like before 5 p.m. before I like want to relax. So I'll check in with you to see how many steps we have around the afternoon. It is 2:38 and I've already reached my step goal, which is great because I didn't think I would, but I ended up going to the mall and just walking around, looking around. Thankfully I didn't buy anything, but it really helped get some more steps in. So I walked like an hour there, and then I did about like 20 minutes here. So we got our 8,000 steps. So now more steps that we get, it'll just be extra. Good morning. It is day 4. It is actually also Thursday, the 4th of July. So it is a holiday, but I am seeing a few clients. I typically see clients on 4th of July, but they're all virtual today. I didn't actually do a walk this morning. I went for coffee. I did end up just walking around my home, and so far it is 10:28. And I have 3,106 steps. So I'm hoping that I can get in the rest of the steps later this afternoon. But to be honest, I'm super exhausted. So I'm really hoping that I could get it done. But I'm really like tired of walking, even though I know it's not a lot. It's just a lot for me, more than I'm used to. And so I'm gonna try to get as many steps as I can. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use the band that I showed earlier this week and put it on my ankle, because sometimes I'll be like standing and walking around and my Apple Watch doesn't register the steps because I'm not kind of, doing movement with my arms. So I'm gonna put that again and I'll check in with you this afternoon to see where we're at. Good morning. Welcome back to day 5, which is Friday. And today I actually am starting a walk in the morning outside because it's nice outside. It's like 79 degrees, which usually it's like 90, 100 degrees. You have to get a walk in the morning here in Texas or you will melt. So I'm gonna do that as like my first walk of the day to get the 8,000 steps. Yesterday was 4th of July, so I didn't really get any clips of me walking because honestly I was just walking around my kitchen island to get those 8,000 steps. Like I really didn't go anywhere, and so I didn't really want to film that. But yeah, you can get your steps just around, walking around your home. Yeah, I was just walking around my kitchen island. So it is like I said, day 5. Gonna start walking on walking trail, and I'll check in with you guys to see how many steps I get.
4:28 and I've reached 8,000 steps. Honestly, it's only been me walking around, just taking my dog out for bathroom breaks, and that's about it, you know. And I'm fine with only having walked like 1,500 steps in the past like 4 hours. Sometimes it's just gonna be like that. Some days you're just gonna be lazy, but we made it at 8,000 steps. And I mean, the day is still young, so we might get another 2,000. But the whole point of this challenge is to know that it is doable, and often we make it harder in our head to get to those 8,000 steps or 10,000 steps, whatever number you strive to get to. But yeah, I will see you in day 6.
Yeah, I'll say it in 100 ways. Please believe me when I say.
It is day 6, Saturday. I did a walk earlier this morning. I only did 20 minutes because I am already feeling like I'm about to start my period, so that's gonna make it a little extra hard for me to have motivation. But I did end up getting a total of 4,548 steps so far, and it is 10:23 a.m. I wanted to come and walk around at TJ Maxx. I've actually never been to a TJ Maxx before. That might be wrong. Maybe when I was younger I did, but I just can't remember. So I'm just gonna walk around, look around, and then I have to go to Whole Foods. But that's where I'm gonna do my extra walk. Because yeah, Saturday weekends are pretty much like lazy days for me. But I'm gonna try my best to get to those 8,000 steps. Shouldn't be that bad since we're already kind of halfway there.
There I go making yet another mistake. It's killing me to see that look on your face. I show some remorse, it's my fault, of course. Made a million wrong decisions, I'll probably make some more. But need to know what's the say around your caching. Yes, sure, send that short like Katie by team.
It is the final day of this challenge, and I'm just walking around my kitchen island to get up to 3,000 steps right now. And then this afternoon I'm gonna do a walk, but for now we're just walking around until we get another 500. Okay, we finally reached 8,000 steps for the day. So glad. This was literally just me walking around our home, cleaning today, taking a couple of extra steps just by walking around the kitchen island, and it was great. It was definitely intentional, but yeah, last day was a success. So we were able to walk 8,000 steps for a week. I did want to give my final thoughts on this week. I felt like when you're intentional about doing those little tips like parking farther, taking the stairs, intentionally putting 30 minutes to walk in the morning or 30 minutes to walk in the afternoon, or even just stepping away from the couch and walking around and doing things around your home, you're able to get these steps in. Now, I will say I do have the privilege of making my own schedule, and so I know for those who maybe work in an office, who are working a regular 8 to 5, it might be difficult to get your steps in. So I encourage you that you create those little pockets of time where you can get up from your desk, or even getting a standing desk, or if your office allows for you to have an under desk treadmill, like all of those things can be so helpful in getting more steps in. This only shows that I can definitely do it if I'm intentional, and I'm hoping to continue to keep the habit. So if you want to follow along my journey, see if I stuck out this habit of walking 8K steps daily, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I will see you in my next video.